Welcome on back to Skippers. Today, I am giving you 4 must-add players for your fantasy baseball teams in Week 9. Stay locked in to find out about my private So Rare contest where the winner gets an MLB TV subscription. Subscribe to the channel, join the Discord. Let's get into these 4 players. First player is Bobby Miller of the Dodgers. He just got called up this week. He is 44% rostered. He had his first outing against the Atlanta Braves, and Bobby Miller threw 99 plus miles an hour 28 times in his major league debut. In that debut, he went 5 innings. He gave up only 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and he had 5 strikeouts against a very, very good Braves lineup. He made his big league debut, and he showed you why he was such a highly touted prospect with that big-time velocity. His 4-seam fastball averaged a velocity of 99.4 miles an hour. And what we're kind of worried about is what's going to happen when Julio Urias returns. But I think this electric outing against a team that is that highly touted in the league and is that good keeps Miller at the big league level even after Julio Urias is back. Miller has a very deep pitch mix for a young player. He threw a 4-seam fastball, slider, changeup, curveball, and a sinker. He evenly split the fastball, slider, and changeup at around 25% each, a little more with the fastball, closer to 30%. But again, pretty even mix for these 3 pitches. Miller gave us some hard contact, but that kind of happens with a product of a very good lineup, and you throw the ball so hard, so every time you make contact on that fastball, it's going to come out just as hard. Looking at Saris's Stuff Plus model, Miller's pitches graded extremely well. Where 100 is league average, his overall stuff was 122. His fastball sat at 116, his slider at 157, and changeup at 123. This is crazy high-end stuff, and you should bet on guys that have really good stuff, and Bobby Miller is exactly that. I want to be buying in on Bobby Miller right now, and I do not want to be looking back and say, oh, too late. It should have got in on Bobby Miller when I could have. Second player is going to be Tanner Houck of the Red Sox. He's only 14% rostered. So far this season, he is 3-3, a 4.99 ERA. He has 46 strikeouts, a whip of 1.25, in 48 2/3 innings pitched. Tanner Houck has kind of refined his pitch mix, worked with the Red Sox, found what was wrong, and that has led to some increased success in recent outings. In his last outing against the Angels, he went 6 innings. He gave up 3 hits, only 1 run. He walked 2, and he struck out 8. As well, a 2.39 xFIP, 45 whiff percentage, 41% called strike and whiff percentage, and a chase percentage of 40% in that outing. Alex Cora came out and said it's obvious that Houck is pitching way better than his ERA suggests. He's a 4.99 guy right now, but he's showing, or Alex Cora is coming out and saying he's not pitching that way at all. And the advanced stats would tell you that exact same story. His expected ERA, 3.98. His FIP is 3.84, and his xFIP is 3.75. Whenever you get an xFIP much lower than your actual ERA, you've got to think some things have gone wrong. Kind of been unlucky for Tanner Houck, and he is just much better than he is pitching to these numbers. Houck is great at getting ground balls. He does it at a 51.8% rate and has a swing strike rate at 13.8%, which is also very, very good. Houck has pitched so well that he's pushed Corey Kluber back to the bullpen. That wasn't maybe because Houck pitched also that well, but Kluber has been that bad, sadly. Houck has a top 15 called strike and whiff percentage at 31.6%. The issue with Houck will be giving up hard contact, but the metrics on his sinker is one of the best in baseball right now. But he seems to be getting unlucky against that pitch with a batting average of balls in play at 343. He has an out-of-zone swing percentage in the 89th percentile, which really tells you how good that stuff is on a fastball. So I think he has the big pitch mix to go with being a big-time starter, so this stuff is really good, and I'll be picking him up kind of wherever I can. As you heard at the top of the show, we are doing a private contest on So Rare where you guys get to compete against me, take all your cards, take all your plays, where you can sign up for free and get some great prizes. But this great prize on So Rare for the private contest is a free subscription to MLB TV for the winner. If you don't like watching all the MLB games that are out of market for free from the comfort of your own home, you are crazy. So do not forget to join So Rare. Sign up. It is absolutely free. Join the private contest for this upcoming game week. And again, the winner gets to win an MLB TV subscription. So I'll see you guys on So Rare MLB. The third player this week is Mickey Moniak of the Angels. He is 27% rostered. So far this year, he's a 4.19 average, 4 home runs, 7 runs batted, and 2 stolen bases, and a 1373 OPS. Mickey Moniak finding out how to be a big league contributor, unfortunately, has come at the expense and sacrifice of Taylor Ward. Looks like they've gone into a platoon in left field, sadly, as Taylor Ward started against a lefty and James Paxton for the Red Sox. Paxton, for the Red Sox series, and Moniak started against all the right-handers. Moniak obviously isn't going to continue hitting the ball at this rate. You're in the midst of a very, very hot spell, but you want to get in on a guy and ride him while he is hot if you need some help at the bottom of your leagues. Moniak was the first overall pick for the Phillies in 2016, and I was looking at a Scott White article again. He wrote that Moniak had turned a corner as he has a 310 average and 951 OPS in the minors since the start of last season. I was watching the Brian Bayo start. I got onto the game early, and Mickey Moniak was leading off in this game. 1-0, takes for a ball. Next pitch, he juices one out to center field. It looked like he had some legit power when it came to that. Like, he had no problem kind of going left center, a little backside bomb for Mickey Moniak. He may not need to be rostered in 10-team leagues or 12-team leagues right yet, but he is a must pick up if you have 5 outfielders in your league. He will have his playing time reduced at some point. I don't think Taylor Ward is as bad as he's playing, as he was a must draft guy for me. I love Taylor Ward, and I'm holding on to him, even it might be to the detriment of some of my fantasy teams. But you got to be rooting for Mickey Moniak at this point. It's nice to see him finally contributing at the big league level. Moniak has played some good defense, his 90th percentile sprint speed, and is hitting 500 against fastballs. I'm going to ride him while he's hot. Mickey Moniak of the Los Angeles Angels. Finally, we go to Michael Kopech of the White Sox. He is 50% rostered so far this year. He's 3-4, 4.24 ERA. He has 60 strikeouts, a 1.22 whip, and 57 1/3 innings pitched. One of the more interesting stories as of late is the release point and new success for Michael Kopech on the south side. Against the Guardians 2 days ago, he went 7 innings, gave up 2 hits, no earned, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. He had 92 pitches, 62 strikes, and 16 worst swinging strikes. If you look at his last 2 starts, he's pitched 15 innings, no earned runs, a .27 whip, and a 19-1 strikeout to walk rate. I look at Lance Barras on Twitter, and he was the one who was really talking about this release point. He said Michael Kopech's release point was down 3 to 4 inches today relative to the average in his prior 3 starts. He was able to maintain fastball shape with about 17.5 inches of inverted break, and he picked up 1 mile an hour of velo, and he added 1 inch of arm side run. His slider velo was also up about 2 miles an hour, lost 2 inches of horizontal break, and turning into more of a bullet pitch than he said a baby sweeper. Someone asked him, with a guy this inconsistent, if he thought this might be deliberate or just by accident, and he thought it was on purpose because he said the variance is usually 1 to 2 inches in arm slot, not 3 to 4. If Michael Kopech has really made this big of a change, making his stuff way more deceptive, and found a way to make his fastball better mid-season, we should be taking a chance on this guy and picking it up for what we know he can be. He's got a big arm. His main issue is just giving up a ton of hard contact, especially on a fastball that he throws hard. If he's found a way to be way more deceptive and he's going to become a better pitcher, I'd be stupid not to take a chance on him. So I am picking up Michael Kopech. Thank you guys again for watching. Do not forget to join the private So Rare contest. Who doesn't want a subscription to MLB TV? Subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, and I will see you guys next week.